Jellemző rám.
Francot csinált? Semmit. Na de, hallottam én már erről. Sokkolta magát, hogy érezze az adrenalint. Később próbálta, mert kitisztítsa az szövegeket. Honnan van ez a sok holmi? Ezen vette egy haverjától. Tényleg, és hol dolgozik ez a haver? Nem tudom, azt hiszem, egy kórházban. Értjük. Most Jasonre feltesszük a karberecet, mert bevisszük. Egy pillanat. Nem tartottatjuk Davidtól. Nem. Most segít elkapni azt, aki jobban rászokál. Mit szól hozzá? Ejtjük a vádat. De ahhoz tudni kell a tudó nevét, akitől ez a lopott holmi jön. Bocsánat. Lemerült az aksi. Szerezniük kellett egy másik okra, de meg kellett akkor. Így van.
Zárj! 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 Why I wanted to send the link, what's... Zárj!
Van kettő gyönyörű kislányom, akik éppen most dolgoznak a bölcsiben. Dolgoznak a saját cégünkben. Ez mert egy labdarúgó vagyok.
No.
Hello there.
Hi, hi.
So, how old are you?
I'm 15.
15, okay.
Just my birthday was a month ago.
Okay. So, let's look at your OP.gg. What's your in-game name?
Okay, I'll send you a link if you want.
Or, yeah, just send me the link then. And here I can share my screen as well, so you can see.
Oh, it's here. This. It's right here.
I think I like League of Grabs a little bit more, similar to OP.gg. I'm gonna check it over there. So right now we are silver, 142 games, 53.5% win rate, 78 games with 55.1% win rate. Let's look at ranked games. Oops. Ranked. So you mainly like to play right now Amumu and Hecarim. These are your two champions.
Yep.
Please rush every game. So you're pretty much going for the Donal build. So usually how quickly do you finish your full clear in case you're full clearing with Hecarim? Do you know? Do you remember?
I don't know exactly. I can look it up in match history if you want.
I can check it in your match history really quick in here. Are you
But
on Yune or on US?
I'm on Yuna.
Okay, gonna then log in on my Yune account to look at the replay.
I just started playing the Amumu because my diamond friend just I played with him and he was trying to help me and somehow I I tried with him Amumu and it was really good. So as you can see, I just started playing Amumu. Even a few games back, I was playing him.
Huh. Okay. Okay, so let's click on one of the Hecarim games in here. This one doesn't really matter now. Okay. So, okay. So in here the game starts. Wrong team. Right team. Oh no, it was the it was the right team all along. Okay. So in the early game, your goal is pretty much just to not be invaded by anybody. And so more than often what you want to do as Hecarim,
Yep.
and with every single champion you want to ward, and then recall, because a lot of champions can pull an ugly invade on you. And if that happens, then what's gonna happen, you're just gonna die and you're gonna lose your buff. So not warding and recalling for Oracle is a really bad mistake, because Warwick could really easily invade you.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so in here your clear starts. You keep clearing, you press your Q. On the best way to last hit the blue. Should ban basic attack and only Q, I do believe, when you AoE it at the Gromp. Let me show you the good example of it. Very will clear, you know. Let's look at the recent one, hopefully as recent as possible, 2 months ago. And what else do we find in here? I mean, the freshest is 4 months ago, which should be fine. So ideally your full clear should be, as the thumbnail itself says, it can be 0305, right, or 0309. This is the ideal leashless clear, right? Now if I skip forward, right, until you finish your clear, I won't even look how do you clear for now. I just want to showcase it that with a double leash, right? See in here. Slow it down a teensy bit, of course. So I finished at something like not even yet finished. At like 317, we could say, right? Now the ideal one is 305, 309, right? Without the leash, right? So you were late even though you got a double leash, which could mean a lot because, for example, let's say if the enemy jungler arrives faster on top lane after his full clear, then he gets to gank faster than you do. Or you just can't do more things around the map. The faster you finish your clear, the more likely you can like gank mid lane, Rika gank top lane, whatever, right? So it's really important to optimize your clear after these Phylaris clear, right? I'm gonna send you the video, and this is something you should also practice to. You just can't practice till you copy it, honestly. Practice it over and over until you get it done. You weren't too late. Was like 10-15 seconds, something like that, I think. Something like that. Okay, so in here we want to gank Sion, right? What do we have, Ward, right? So in here the only issue is if Warwick counter ganks, right? It's not likely to happen in this rank, and you have phase rush, so you can actually wiggle out even if Warwick shows up. So right now that's not an issue for you. So we charge up your E, good, he gave up his Q. Now in here what I like to do is just to bluff your E, so you don't want to straight up E him, because he's gonna flash. You can hold a tiny bit into your E and observe if he flashes, you know? Because usually if you straight up in, then what's gonna happen, they're gonna flash, you know? Now, of course, you're in low elo, so some of them just probably won't flash, you know? Probably I would ban Ghost, honestly. And just maybe you would be able to kill him.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't sure, so I
Uh-huh.
didn't want to waste my ghost.
Hmm.
But yeah, I could have.
I mean,
used it.
Yuri would deal way more damage as well with Ghost, right? Yeah, I think really likely would kill him with Ghost. He just provides enough mobility speed, like, it's really hard for him to just, It's really hard for him to disengage. Okay, that's fine. So one gank you can get off on top lane, you know, but ideally you should strong side your Senna and Twitch, you know, because they are the hyper carries. Okay, really good disengage on your part. We played around his E. So what do we do now? Do we ping our teammates or do we wanna fight Warwick?
I saw
He's
him
gone.
top, so I went
Yeah.
for the scuttle crab and wanted
Okay.
to hold him down as much. Here, near the midline.
Oh, okay.
He flashed, and even the Silas now flashed.
Both of them
So
flashed.
2 flashes.
Was there something like in here? I don't like that he didn't ping Fizz. Maybe if Fizz came in time, you know, just maybe this tiny bit of damage Fizz could then deal, you know, to the guy. Maybe if you pinged him, he could then possibly rotate to this, you know. Or just ping help, right? Just ping help. So he positions, which means if Warwick Flash is in here, if he positions downwards, he can all in him with his ignite, you know, and he would be dead, the Warwick. So I want you just to communicate, because maybe, just maybe, the Fizz would click, you know, with his gank, and he would position around his escape window, you know.
Yeah, don't you think I should be more focused on Amumu?
You can play Amumu as well if you feel like it's more simple than Hecarim, right?
Yeah, it's more simple. And in the last games, I just feel stronger at him. In early game, the passive is really good.
Uh-huh.
The 10% true damage is a lot,
Yeah, it feels to
and
be good.
I can really carry team fights with him.
Mhm.
With Hecarim, it's more like duels or things like this. But with the Amumu, it's more team fight thing.
You know what
Yeah,
went
this was
wrong in
really
here?
close.
So watch, in here
I
he is, right? And so as soon as you gain the phase rush, you should ban disengage. So you should ban not position like this, right? If you position downwards, what's gonna happen? He's gonna fear you away from Silas, you know. So with the high speed you had, he couldn't normally, like he wouldn't like walk into Silas, you know. He would walk downwards. But when he presses his E, like you shouldn't even bother, you know. If you see him pressing his E, this reduces damage by 35% for 2.5 seconds. Then he also fears, you know. So if you see him pressing his E, if his E is up, it's not worth, because you just get collapsed on, you know. So the main issue was that he tried to fight this Warwick, you know. It's a really tricky champion, but this is just a bait, you know. This is far from him dying, you know. Really far. He heals a lot. He has that E, right? He's really far from dying, you know. Okay. And at best it would be a 1-for-1, you know? That's the thing. At best it would be just a 1-for-1. Okay.
Yeah, this game was really wild. The Fizz went 09 and then went AFK.
But I notice quite often you lack communication, you know? Like, clearly he killed you right here, right? And then he walked downwards the Warwick, right? Now, my issue is, of course, you are playing in silver, so people are not looking at the map either. But my issue is that you could then communicate off that Warwick keeps going bot lane, you know? Like, after Scuttle Scrap, he's just gonna heal up, you know? And then he can gank bot lane, because he's Warwick, you know? He gonna actually heal up in no time, just watch. As the Scuttle was in the river, and now he's more than half HP. So... I know that he was really low and it looked like he gonna recall, but because he's Warwick and he has insane amount of sustain in the early game, he just gets to clear the scuttle, and to the point where he arrives, he has already like 510, 12 HP, right? So in here, you could then communicate it off because they were not respecting the Warwick's gank angle, you know? Because that's the only way you comprehend it, you know? You're in the base, you can't counter gank it. The only way you actually deal with this type of ganks is just by, you know, pinging it off and hope your teammates listen. Okay. So do you just like pick up the trash? What happens in here? You can still pick up the trash if Senna... it's a bit weird your pathing, you should have walked like this, you know? If you wanted to pick up the trash. But this is
Yeah,
just
I
weird
saw.
because you reveal yourself to the
I
minions and then you can't collapse.
I thought she's gonna kill him, so I just went back.
Oh yeah. Okay. They have vision on you, so you clearly don't want to do Drake. In fact, you should not really do this, what you did in here. So, you could then possibly get the... I guess you don't have enough money to get the control, right? But what you should then doing here, don't walk on the vision. Because then they see you're pathing upwards for your camps, you know? And which means that if your position is revealed as a jungler, it just allows laners to play more aggressively because they know where you're situated, you know? So in here, what happens? You just clear this. I don't know why you didn't exactly press your E when you were walking towards the ground. That was just a small mistake in here. And also you should press your
Yeah.
W as well, you know, when you're clearing. Because in here you just basically attack the ground for some reason.
I use the W when I'm on 3 stacks, so I gain the max out of it.
Wait, what? Does the W even scale with stacks? I don't think so. Does it? Hecarim
No, but
gains...
I can heal the whole 120 health from the jungle monster.
Hecarim gains R1 and magic resist and heals. It scales with 80. Nearby enemy champions take from Hecarim.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm not at the at least 1 to 2 stack, I don't heal the whole 120 HP.
So it's better if you use it when you're low or... Okay. So, let's look back at your team. So, if you're close to 5, I would just ideally not fight this Sylas because he wipes your ass right now. Oh wait, he has no ultimate, then we can fight him. So I think this is a bit weird. Warwick is around, right? So like Sylas alone would whoop your ass there, you know? If he had ult, of course. Now, the thing is, Warwick was around as well. Because we have so zero info, you know, it's better if you don't commit into this type of fights. So...
Yeah, don't take any risky fights. I know.
So, you know, like Drake was absolutely likely Warwick is doing it if he's not ganking top, right? So his alternative would be ganking top because his W was also turned on the Gale, you know?
Man, I don't know. I think I would rather like the Amumu. I don't know.
You like
I
more
think
demo?
it would be better.
Okay. I like more the MMO. Alright. So you want to stream your game then?
Okay,
You said
yeah.
you wanted
Okay.
the live game.
Yep. I'll turn it on.
I shouldn't ever go honestly Radiant Virtue on this champion. It's way better if you go even route honestly. It's not that good
Oh,
right now.
my friend just told me to go this Radiant Virtue,
Oh, it's
and
not good. It's not better to even route now.
so you feel like even okay, it's plus 10% damage from all sources.
Yeah, so it's way cheaper. That's one of the things, you know, like it's way cheaper, right? The other
Okay,
thing.
do you see it?
Wait, I'm gonna close my stream and I'm gonna look at yours. Let me see. Okay, I clicked on your stream.
Végigcsinálod, ha eljöttél hozzá. Forgatgassák. Nem, ez fizikai és szellemi.
Okay, you can start it.
Can I start?
Yeah.
So I can look here. I use these runes.
So
Conqueror, Triumph. I switch these two, Alacrity and
I
Tenacity.
usually never go Alacrity on Amumu. Honestly, always go Tenacity. You don't wanna go ever like Alacrity attacks with on this
Yeah,
champion.
I most times go the Alacrity, but if they don't have any stats,
I mean, you
usually
never go.
Alacrity.
You never really want to go Alacrity on this champion.
Okay.
Like never. So your
Then
runes of
last
choice,
stand.
yeah. Last stand can be fine, but your runes of choice, like your secondary ones, are generally overgrowth, right? With Font of Life, that can be a fine choice if you wanna play for your teammates. Ultimate Hunter allows you to spam your ultimates more often, of course. It's really dependent on getting kills as well, you know. So if you feel like you wanna get kills and assists, it can be fine. So your ult is more spammy. Cheap shot. Honestly, I think on a champion like Amumu, sudden impact is probably better than cheap shot, just because you have 2 Q dashes, you know. Probably just like slightly better than the cheap shot, you know.
Okay. And I
I
choose
would just
between
take
these
like I
three.
would take HP. I would take armor instead of HP. It feels like you take a lot of damage if you go HP now.
Yeah, I choose every game before it starts. I choose the smaller rune.
Oh.
Okay, so Amumu.
Okay.
So like this, and we'll see
Yeah, you can
what are
keep
we playing
this.
against. I'm banning Mastery
Mastery
every game because
Ringer,
it's a
yeah, you can ban Mastery. That's good.
yeah, because he's played really often in this elo, and I feel like he's really easy for the things you get. He can just hyper carry and he's just easy
Oh,
to
I think my internet is really
play.
bad right now.
So a lot played a lot now. So
We're gonna join back on the channel. My internet
I
is really
think
bad now. Yo,
so.
can you hear
I
me?
guess I'll lock in once I'm here. What is
Yeah, you
this?
can look in. I just restarted. I just rejoined because my Discord was really laggy.